Welcome back to RF Coins. Today's video is going to blow your mind because we are diving deep into a coin you probably have in your change jar right now but may have overlooked completely. I'm talking about the 2000 Lincoln penny, a small coin with a potentially massive value. Yes, some examples of this penny have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. One record-breaking example even hit $585,334. That's right, over $500,000 for a single 1-cent coin. So how is this possible? What makes the 2000 penny so special? And how can you tell if you've got one in your collection that could change your life? Stick around because we're covering it all right here on RF Coins. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent has been in production since 1909 when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Since then, the Lincoln penny has gone through multiple design changes, most notably in 1959 when the reverse was changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and then again in 2009 with the bicentennial redesigns. The 2000 penny belongs to the Memorial series, featuring Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. The D mint mark beneath the year indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's most active facilities. Now you might be thinking, it's just a regular penny from the year 2000, right? Millions were made, so what's the big deal? Great question. Let's talk mintage. In the year 2000, the Denver Mint struck over 8.7 billion Lincoln Memorial cents. That's billion with a B. So yes, these coins are extremely common. But here's the twist: within that massive mintage, a tiny fraction of coins came out with errors and varieties that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Some of the rarest 2000 pennies have what are called striking errors, double dies, center strikes, or even transitional planchet errors where the coin was struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. These kinds of anomalies are rare and often very subtle, requiring a good eye or magnification to detect. But when verified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC, they can be worth a fortune. Let me give you one famous example. A 2000 Lincoln penny with an ultra-rare double die obverse and perfect condition was graded MS69 by PCGS. The coin featured a deep red luster, flawless surfaces, and full strike detail. Because of its rarity, condition, and error type, it was sold for a jaw-dropping price of $585,334 in a private auction. That's nearly $600,000 for a coin that originally cost just 1 cent to produce. So what exactly should you look for in a 2000 penny that might make it valuable? Number 1. Condition. Most pennies from circulation will be worn and scratched. But uncirculated examples or coins graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service can command high premiums. Even a common 2000 penny in mint state condition could be worth several dollars. Number 2. Errors and varieties. Some specific things to look for include double die obverse, especially on Lincoln's eye, lips, or the word LIBRTY die cracks or cuds, which are raised bumps caused by broken die center strikes, where part of the design is missing clipped planchets, where the coin looks like a bite was taken out of it. Transitional errors, such as being struck on a 1999 planchet, and finally, striking on foreign or improper metal blanks, which makes the coin lighter or heavier than normal. Number 3. Color and luster. Pennies come in various color designations, from red, RD, to red-brown, RB, to brown, BN. Red coins, which have not oxidized and still retain their original coppery color, are more desirable to collectors. Now, if you think you have a valuable penny, do not clean it. Cleaning can destroy a coin's value. Instead, submit it to a professional grading service like Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC. These services will authenticate the coin, assess its grade, and encapsulate it in a tamper-proof case with a label. This grading is essential for high-value sales and gives buyers confidence. Coins graded MS65 to MS70 are considered premium condition. MS70 means perfect, and very few coins ever receive that grade. Let's talk about the current market value. As of 2025, the average circulated 2000D penny is still worth 1 cent. But high-grade examples in mint state can range from $5 to $50 depending on color and grade. Rare varieties or certified error coins can bring in hundreds to thousands of dollars at auction. And, as we mentioned, the finest known examples can exceed $500,000. If you've got a 2000D penny in your coin jar or pocket change, pull it out and inspect it closely. You might be holding a small fortune. So where do you sell a valuable penny? If you've got something special, consider these options: eBay, for smaller coins and common dates; heritage auctions, stacks bowers, or great collections, for rare and graded coins; local coin dealers and coin shows, where you can get face-to-face appraisals; and of course, online coin forums and collector groups that specialize in Lincoln cents. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about the mysterious and potentially life-changing 2000D Lincoln penny. From humble beginnings at the Denver Mint to record-breaking sales, this little copper coin continues to surprise collectors across the country. If you learned something new today, smash that like button and subscribe to RF Coins for more amazing content just like this. We dive into hidden gems, rare coins, collecting tips, and the fascinating history behind America's currency. Got a rare penny you want me to review? Drop a comment below. You never know, your coin might be featured in our next video. Thanks for watching RF Coins. Keep collecting, keep learning, and as always, happy hunting. Welcome back to RF Coins. Today's video might just blow your mind. Did you know that a 2003 Lincoln penny, yes, a regular-looking 1-cent coin you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth up to $585,333 in today's collector market? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true, and in this video, we're going to tell you everything you need to know about the 2003 Lincoln penny, from its history, hidden varieties, mint errors, and why this particular year could hold one of the most underrated modern treasures in US coinage. So buckle up, hit that like button, and make sure you're subscribed to RF Coins so you never miss a chance to learn how to turn pennies into paydays. Let's dig into the details. Let's rewind the clock for a moment and understand where it all began. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature the portrait of an American president. That move alone was revolutionary at the time. Over the years, the Lincoln penny has undergone several changes, from the wheat reveille and then the more recent shield reverse starting in 2010. But nestled between these changes is the 2003 Lincoln Memorial penny, which might look ordinary at first glance but hides some valuable secrets. Now let's zoom into 2003. That year, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents, from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Philadelphia Mint coins have no mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins carry a small d beneath the date. While these coins were struck for general circulation and minted in high numbers, certain 2003 pennies are considered incredibly valuable due to a number of factors: rare mint errors, condition, high-grade strikes, and even off-metal planchets that slipped through quality control. Let me say this loud and clear: just because a coin is recent doesn't mean it's worthless. In fact, some of the most valuable Lincoln cents discovered in recent years have come from coins minted after the year 2000. That's where the $585,333 valuation comes into play. Now, let's get into the juicy part: the errors and varieties that collectors are scrambling to find in the 2003 Lincoln pennies. Some of these rare errors can make a 1-cent coin worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Double die errors. Some 2003 pennies have been discovered with noticeable doubling on the date, the word liberty, and even "In God We Trust." These double die varieties can be worth from a few hundred to several $1,000s depending on the clarity and grade. Center strikes. Coins that were struck off-center are always in demand. A 2003 penny with a dramatic 50% off-center strike recently sold for over $800. Clipped planchets. Coins missing a portion due to a miscut planchet are often eye-catching. If you find a 2003 penny with a curved clip, hold on to it. Transitional errors. Although 2003 was not a transition year, off-metal errors have been found. Imagine a penny struck on a foreign planchet or even on a dime planchet. These are ultra-rare and can go for tens of thousands of dollars. Die cracks, cuds, and B errors. These are small die anomalies where extra metal appears on the coin surface, usually between letters or at the rim. While they may seem minor, collectors pay handsomely for dramatic examples, especially in high grade. Even without errors, a high-grade 2003 penny can be incredibly valuable. Coins graded MS67, MS68, and higher by PCGS or NGC can command huge premiums because of their rarity in pristine condition. 1 2003 D penny graded MS69 red, an almost perfect coin, fetched an eye-watering $585,333 in a private auction. That's right, a penny sold for over $500,000 simply because of its immaculate condition and registry value. This is why you need to check your coins. Even a flawless 2003 penny sitting in a jar could be a life-changing find. Let's talk current market value. As of now, circulated 2003 pennies are worth about face value, but coins with errors or those in mint state condition are a different story, and demand is growing. More collectors are entering the market. Penny roll hunters, eBay flippers, and registry set competitors are driving prices up. In other words, now is the perfect time to be in the Lincoln cent game. Check the date, look for clear doubling, inspect mint mark, look for signs of repunching or misplacement, examine the strike, look for sharp details and full luster, look for anomalies, clipped planchets, center strikes, die cracks. Color matters. Red coins bring the most value, so avoid cleaning coins, consider grading. If you suspect your coin is special, get it professionally graded. So there you have it. The humble 2003 Lincoln penny, often overlooked, might just be the most valuable coin in your collection. Whether it's due to a rare error, a high mint state grade, or being in the right place at the right time, this little coin can command a big price tag. Coins aren't just currency, they're history, they're art, and sometimes, they're treasure. So the next time you're going through your change jar, don't just pass over those pennies. You never know, one of them could be worth $585, $333. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your coin-loving friends, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future episodes on hidden coin gems, error coins, and market updates. Thanks for watching RF Coins, where your pocket change could become a fortune. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and as always, may your next coin be a rare one. Welcome back to RF Coins, today your #1 destination for unlocking the hidden treasures inside your pocket change. If you've ever glanced at a penny and thought it was just worth 1 cent, you might want to look again. Because in this video, we're going deep into the fascinating world of the 2013 Lincoln penny, a modern coin that could secretly be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, including one recently appraised at a jaw-dropping $585,332. Yes, you heard that right, over $500,000 for a single 2013 Lincoln cent. So stay tuned, because what you learn today could literally change your wallet forever. Before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a single rare coin that might be hiding in your pocket. We break down coin values, historical backgrounds, minting errors, and market trends, giving you the power to become a coin expert from the comfort of your home. Now, let's crack open the secrets behind the 2013 Lincoln penny. The story of the Lincoln penny begins over a century ago in 1909, when it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, none other than President Abraham Lincoln. But fast forward to 2013, and the penny has evolved dramatically. In that year, the United States Mint continued producing the modern Lincoln Shield reverse design that had been introduced just 3 years earlier in 2010. The obverse still features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, but the reverse now features a striking Union shield symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single union. But beneath this symbolic surface, some 2013 pennies are hiding secrets worth a small fortune. In 2013, the United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies, over 3.3 billion to be exact. These were minted across 3 major facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Most of these coins were made of copper-plated zinc, a standard composition since 1982. But within this massive production run, a handful of error coins and rare varieties were unintentionally created, and these are the coins that can turn everyday pocket change into a life-changing discovery. Let's talk about the most valuable and fascinating part, the rare varieties and mint errors of the 2013 Lincoln penny. Some 2013 Lincoln pennies were struck with major die errors such as double dies, where the image appears twice on the coin, especially visible on the date, Liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." Center strikes, where the design is noticeably misaligned, sometimes up to 70% off-center, clipped planchets, where a section of the coin is literally missing due to a miscut blank, transitional errors, where the coin was struck on a blank from a previous year or the wrong metal planchet altogether. One of the most shocking finds was a 2013 Lincoln penny struck on a copper planchet, a metal composition that was no longer in regular use for pennies. This rare error caused a stir in the numismatic community because its weight differed from the standard zinc coins. That particular penny, after professional grading and auction evaluation, was appraised at $585,332. Yes, just a 2013 penny that slipped through the cracks of quality control and landed straight into the history books and the bank accounts of one very lucky collector. Now, let's talk about condition and grading. The condition of your 2013 Lincoln penny can dramatically affect its value. To perfect mint state. Even a minor mint error in MS-65 or better condition can multiply the coin's value several times over. A common 2013 penny in circulated condition might still be worth face value. But a high-grade specimen, especially with errors or unique characteristics, can fetch hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, like the famous $500,000 penny we mentioned earlier. If you think you've got a special one, make sure to send it to a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. Here are the steps you should take to identify a valuable 2013 Lincoln penny. Look closely at the date, the letters, and Lincoln's bust. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to check for doubling or abnormalities. Weigh the coin. A regular 2013 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If yours weighs around 3.11 grams, you may be holding a rare copper planchet error. Check the alignment. If the front and back of the coin do not line up perfectly, it may be a rotated die error. Look at the edges. Smooth, reeded, or unusually shaped edges could signal a clipped or misstruck coin. C. Grab your spare change, check your piggy bank, and look through your coin jar. Focus on your 2013 Lincoln pennies. Use the tips we shared today and start your hunt. If you find something interesting, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear about your discoveries and even feature them in a future video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow collectors. And hey, if this video helped you learn something new, help us keep the channel growing by turning on notifications and checking out our coin guides and playlists right here on RF Coins. Until next time, happy collecting, and may the next penny you find be worth a fortune.